I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A second hospital could be coming to Palm Coast. Palm Coast City Council gave unanimous preliminary approval for the project, slated for nearly 90 acres of land on the west side of US 1 at Palm Coast Parkway, capping the hospital at 100 feet. Attorney Michael Schumento spoke to council about the developer's vision for the project.
This is a medical campus, and how do you define a medical campus? We defined it as uses, including but not limited to those here. So it's descriptive of what will be there. Retail uses and commercial uses are envisioned to be there as a complementary use of the main idea of a medical campus. So if you could envision a large area with medical buildings, maybe educational facilities, restaurants to support them, a bagel shop, maybe classrooms, as I said before, possibly even a hotel.
Perry Matrano lives nearby and calls it a great idea.
This is the type of thing that really gets you going. This is good. I'm really proud of this project. I'd love to see it happen fast. I want to see it grow. It brings jobs, good paying jobs.
No residents voiced any opposition. A suspect crashes, then flees, and then fights with a deputy in Flagler County. Karen Johnson reports.
It all began when deputies with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office responded to a traffic crash Tuesday night on Fieldstone Lane in Palm Coast. A vehicle had crashed into a light pole and power lines were in the roadway. Witnesses told deputies that the driver fled from the crash, then attempted to enter a neighbor's vehicle. Sheriff Rick Staley says the suspect is identified as 38-year-old Jesse James Paiva.
It turned into a violent encounter with a convicted felon trying to flee the scene that then battered our deputies.
A pair of metal brass knuckles fell out of Paiva's pocket and onto the ground. It was determined that Paiva had ingested some type of narcotic.
This goes to show you that when you are high on illegal drugs, you do stupid things. He now resides in the Green Roof Inn where he belongs for battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest with violence, various narcotic charges, in violation of probation and inmate control release.
Paiva was secured on a stretcher and placed in the ambulance where he continued to try to resist arrest. He sustained only superficial injuries. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Giving Tuesday was this week, and one local program in the spotlight is the Flagler Free Clinic. John Arking tells us more about the group.
Established in 2005, the 501c3 provides free medical and dental care to uninsured low-income residents. Terry Boletto, the Flagler Free Clinic's executive director, says the pandemic has really impacted their ability to fundraise this year, and they're reaching out to the community to assist them in continuing to provide the care that is more urgently needed now than ever before.
I think something that people don't realize is, and I didn't realize, I've been the director here for 6 years, 95% of our patients suffer from chronic disabling illnesses. Diabetes, hypertension, seizure disorder. And it's just shows you what happens when people don't have access to health care. We've had significant increase in patients this year because so many people have lost their jobs or lost their health insurance. So we have really seen a significant increase in our patient census this year due to COVID.
Boletto says they provide their services through the assistance of about 100 volunteers, including about 30 medical professionals who provide their services free of charge. She says they provide about 2,500 visits per year, which equates to $1.5 million in services. But they operate on a budget of just $260,000 a year. Boletto says studies have shown for every $1 that's donated, they can provide about $10 in services. You can learn more at flaglerfreeclinic.org. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
What's going on in DeLand?
Georgia Turner's the director of tourism for the city of DeLand in western Fallujah County. She says you need to visit a trail there, and not just any trail.
We're encouraging people to go to 4 breweries, 3 coffee roasters, 2 grape growers, and a place in downtown DeLand called the Elusive Grape.
But that's not all. Turner says there's a meadery, a juice bar, and a key lime pie shop. She said that business in DeLand is doing very well this holiday season.
We had a group of merchants who came to the city the first week of COVID and said, we want curbside pickup, we want all these different things, and so they've done well. Our farmers market that happens from 6 to 9 every Friday night at Artisan Alley has stayed open, and we're getting ready to have a big Christmas promotion.
Turner said they're getting people from all over the area, including Flagler County, shopping in DeLand, not just their locals. To listen to more of the conversation with Georgia Turner, download the Flagler radio app and then go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, the new Marriott in DeLand, and can you do DeLand in a day? From the WNCF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.